Jai Jinendra. Rajeshi, કેમ છો?
Jai Jinendra.
All right.
Absolutely all right. I
Good.
was just
Good.
starting the YouTube recording, So
Okay.
now it has got struck up somewhere. So you can see me, but I cannot see you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see you clearly.
Yeah. So now I am into my screen shows that redirecting to YouTube. So this is the first time it's taking so much of time, but don't know. Something always happen.
Maybe switch off કરીને પાછું start કરો. કદાચ થઈ જશે reset.
Then it will take some more time, but let me wait.
Okay, sure.
I think I can minimize this one. Yes.
Oh, good.
I think I can minimize this one. Yes.
Oh, good.
I think I can minimize this one. Yes. Yes.
Oh, good.
I think. Okay, now it's all settled.
Good.
Technology, sometimes it works good for you, then sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, let's begin. मंगलमय मंगल करण वीतराग विज्ञान नमो ताहि जाते भये अरिहंतादि महान कर मंगल करि हो महा ग्रंथ करण को काज जाते मिले समाज सब पावे निज पद राज. So we were on to karma theory, lot of new information about the karmas, and today we'll be starting with, I think, no karma, that is quasi karma. We are
43.
I'll make you a co-host. You have the PDF.
No, I don't. I don't have I can't get the files on this
Okay.
tablet of mine.
Acha. Okay, fine. So let me see if I can initiate that.
I don't mind waiting if you want to wait for the other people because maybe they're delayed.
It will take some time. मोक्ष मार्ग प्रकाशक हिंदी गुजराती. Wait a minute. So we got this one. Now to share this one, I suppose. Mhm. Hmm. So we were on to this karmas, and we had studied about obscuring and non-obscuring karma and their functions. Process of new bondage, that also we had done. Okay. This is also we have done. So here we are, page number 43. Okay. Characteristics and tendency of now karmas and quasi passions. It is called quasi passions. Continuous scroll. Okay. But I don't know. So now you can see on the screen characteristics and tendency of no karmas, quasi passions. So the
We can
last
see.
topic, the last topic that we covered was about dravya karma and bhav karmas. Okay. So this is one thing. We are going to start from here only. No karmas. No karmas means body and body related other materials, like, our house, our car, our office, our family, whatever we possess, that all are a part of no karmas. Okay. So we have learned about dravya karma and bhav karma. So dravya karma is also called material karma, and it refers to the 8 types of karmas: Jnanavarn, Darshnavarn, Moniya, Antaray, then 4 Aghati karmas, Ayu, Nam, Gotra, and Vedniya. Okay. So 4 obscuring karmas, 4 non-obscuring karmas. Those old 8 karmas are a part of dravya karmas, and the manifestation of delusion, attachments, and anger. These forms bhav karma. And now we are coming on to the third one, the no karma. No karma is related to body and other associations. Okay. So for me, my no karma would be my shop. Not there are other thousands of shops in the market, but my shop is no karma to me. Others are not no karmas to me. Okay. So no karmas are those things or substance which have an association with our body. Okay. So these are all no karmas. So we have 3 types of karmas: dravya karma, bhav karma, and no karma. No karma is also a result of dravya karma only. Okay. Because of dravya karma only, the no karma, we get attached to the no karma. Okay. So dravya karma, we can put it in the middle. On one side, it is bhav karma, and on the other side is no karma. So Dravya karma is also related to bhav karma, and dravya karma is also related to now karma. Now, out of those 8 dravya karma that we talked just now, nam karma, there is one prakriti called nam karma, one type of karma called nam karma. Owing to the rise of nam karma is related to physic making karma. Okay. Owing to the rise of nam karma, body is produced. So we get body, we get our face and other parts, all due to nam karma. Okay. So you may look beautiful and you feel that I am looking beautiful, but actually it's the role of nam karma. Okay. So the soul has been making blemishes regarding this correct understanding. So there is a role that is being played by karma, and this soul thinks that I am playing that role. So that is where the whole process of bondage starts. And from dravya karma to bhav karma, and bhav karma to dravya karma. 1 minute. Huh? So my son is going on 21st to UK for 3 years. Okay, Birmingham. So your payment problem, the NRIs are not, you are not able to remit here the money. So I'll do it for you here, and you can then transfer it to my son's UK account. Okay.
That would be perfect. Thank you.
And I think we have some other. I think Nidhi Jain is also an NRI, and who else? I suppose 1 or 2 more people.
Sir, I made my payment through my sister who lives in Bombay, but so through the family members, and the problem is they don't want to take any, money back. So last year also I asked another member, and this year also. So remission is a problem because they do it as a favor. And then of course, because it is
and
religious,
they don't like to take it, and it's all आपका घर का ही है ना, so.
but still, sir, like it just feels better that if you can independently just make the payment.
Yes,
it took me also a while to figure
there
it
is
out.
some technical glitch, not from our Parmagam honors course, but it is from RBI. There have some rules come up. So it was very easily used to be done, but nowadays some notification has come from RBI that you cannot do this and that, because there are a lot of money coming from NRIs to India. I think something related to that only, they have come up with this rule now. So anyways, I'll get it settled,
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I thought I'll talk about this in the beginning of the class, but then I forgot. Yeah. Okay, so we were here. So because of this dravya karma, owing to the rise of nam karma, which is a dravya karma, okay, body is produced. So you get body because of nam karma. You stay in that body because of which karma?
No karma.
Staying, duration. How long you will remain in this body depends on which karma?
Ayu karma? Ayu?
Yes, ayu karma, right. Okay. So what kind of body you will get? That depends on nam karma. How much time you will be there in this body depends on the ayu karma. And whether you will be born in a upper status family or a lower status family, that depends on gotra karma. Okay. status determining karma. And one more, what kind of fruition you will have?
Vedniya karma.
Yeah, good or bad, that is all Vedniya karma. So this for aghati karma, non-obscuring karmas, they are directly connected with the fruition that we have related to body and other things. Okay. And as far as obscuring karmas are concerned, it's a cause of bondage, even if we do auspicious sentiments or inauspicious sentiments. As far as obscuring karma is concerned, it's binding us. But and there is no difference of auspicious and inauspicious in obscuring karmas. It is only all are inauspicious only. Okay. But in non-obscuring karmas, there is a division of auspicious and inauspicious. So if your mind, speech and body is involved in good activity like swadhyay, going to the temple, giving donations, etc., etc., then of course you bind auspicious karma. And because of this auspicious karma, you are getting all the good things in your life. And then there are other kind of sentiments, like if you tease somebody, if you harass somebody, and if you do bad things, if you get involved in vices, then of course you bind inauspicious karma, and fruition of those inauspicious karma will bring in adversities in your life. Okay. And sufferings and misery and all kinds of. So these are the different results of auspicious karma and inauspicious karma. And that difference comes only in non-obscuring karmas. Okay. So even if you are doing swadhyay or you are going to the temple and doing puja, still as far as obscuring karmas are concerned, they all bind, they are all a cause of destructions of our attributes. Okay. So they don't allow the attributes to manifest. But in inauspicious karma, or not in inauspicious karma, but in non-obscuring karmas, there is a divisions of auspicious and inauspicious. So it is somewhat instrumental cause of happiness and misery, similar to dravya karma. So this is all about nam karma. Therefore, the body is called no karma. Okay. So this body that you have got because of the rise of nam karma is called the no karma. Okay. Here the word no.
माझा दरवाजा.
Anything? Here the word no is to be known as denoting lesser measure. Okay. No means little bit. Alpa. Okay. So it's the Hindi no. It is not the English no. It is no karma. So it is the Hindi no. And no ke upar do matra. That is no karma. Okay. So that means that alpa karma or quasi karma or lesser measure. Okay. The body is a mass of matter particles, atoms, and dravya indriyas. Okay. Sense organs. So the body is a mass of matter particles, pudgal dravya hai, and also the organs are also made of that pudgal dravya only. Then we have dravya man, material mind, respiration and vocal organs. Now the voice is coming out of my vocal cord, and that is also pudgal dravya, material karma. Okay. Respiration and vocal organs are all these are also the parts of body. Therefore, there also are, these also are to be known as mass of matter particles. So these are all Pudgal Dravya, Pudgal Dravya, Pudgal Dravya. Okay. In this way, Jiva with Dravya Karma and body is found bonded, occupying same space points. Ek Kshetra Avgaha. Okay. So same space points means Pradesh. Space points means Pradesh. Okay. So Jiv with Dravya Karma and body. Okay. Body is no karma. Dravya Karma are the 8 types of major karmas, and then subdivisions all put together 148 karmas. Okay. And there is Jiv. So Jiv, Dravya Karma, no karma. Okay. And of course, there is Bhav Karma. So there are 4 things all put together at the same space points. Okay. So Jiv with Dravya Karma and body is found bonded, occupying same space points. Ek Kshetra Avgaha. Avgaha means space. Ek Kshetra means same place, you know. So same space points. That is Ek Kshetra Avgaha, form of bondage. It's a bondage in the sense that both are together there and one space points. Okay. Otherwise, they are independent. The soul and the Dravya Karma are together, but not a single element of soul has entered Dravya Karma, and not a single atom of Dravya Karma has entered soul. Both are in different space points to each other, but at the same place. That's all. So this is how the bondage is done, you know. Even if they have not become one, but they are together, and so long the bondage is there, the Dravya Karma will remain with the soul, and then when it comes to fruition, then that Dravya Karma gets detached. Okay. So this cycle is going on from Dravya Karma to Bhav Karma and Bhav Karma to Dravya Karma. But it is not so, you know, that 3 logics I had given in the last class. Anyone remembers? How do we break this cycle of Dravya Karma and Bhav Karma?
First thing, neutral self, so that we don't acquire bondages, new bondages, like passionless living, to be aware and not to be involved.
Good. So this is your effort, you know, that in spite of rise of Dravya Karma, you are not manifesting Bhav Karma. Okay. Because of this knowledge that you acquired, and by applying that knowledge in the same situation where you are supposed to make anger, but you are not making anger because you know that there is no fault of that soul in what has happened. So when you are able to realize in that manner, then of course the anger does not come itself, okay, by itself. So this is one of the logics. Then there are 2 other logics. Do anyone remembers?
Vitrakta.
Yeah.
No vitrakta.
No?
So the Dravya Karma that has come into fruition, that has got detached, and that's a different particle. And the new Dravya Karma that has been bonded is a different particle. So it is not the same particle. If it would have been same particle, then the soul would not have got liberated any time. Okay. But it is not the same particle. The third reason was that because of the manifestations happening in the soul, because of the dispositions of soul, the karmas keeps on changing. It either increases or decreases depending on what kind of sentiments you manifest. Okay. So it is not always the same amount comes into fruition, whatever you have bounded, because of your efforts, those karma that you have bounded, either they get reduced or they get converted, or they come before maturity in a reduced manner. So all things happens in this karma every moment, the equation changes every moment. And so because of that, it is not always that dravya karma to bhav karma and bhav karma to dravya karma. So there is no such precondition, that there is a rise of dravya karma, so you have to do bhav karma. But by your efforts, you can still not manifest bhav karma and not bound new karmas. And the old karmas will gradually go away. So one day you can get liberated from all types of karmas. So in this way, Jeev with dravya karmas and body is found bonded, occupying the same space points. The relation of body remains with Jeev from the moment of birth till the duration of Ayu karma. And at the end of Ayu karma, death take place. Then the relation with that body comes to an end. Body and soul get separated, and either in the same very moment or in second, third, and fourth moment. Okay, moment means samay. Okay, Jeev acquires new body owing to the nimit of rise of karmas. Okay, so because of its past bonded karma, this soul gets a new body and a new journey starts. There also similar relation continues up to the end of one's life, Ayu karma, and again death occurs. Then relation ends with that body. Like this, living of former body and acquiring new body continues successively. How long this will continue? Answer, anybody?
It will continue forever until we break this cycle.
Yes, until we get liberated. Okay. So unless and until we get liberated, this will go on. Okay. And once you achieve the 12th stage of spiritual development, then only all the karmas gets destroyed, and from there on you attain liberation. You never come back to this sansar or the mundane existence once you achieve the 12th stage. From 11th stage, you can still fall. You can still fall means you fall only. From 11th stage, you never go ahead, you fall back. But if you once you once you reach 12, he's talking. Everyone get yourself muted 1 minute. Huh? Who is talking? So Sasikala ji, you are not muted.
Sir, tell me.
You are not muted. So voice was coming from your end. And it was disturbing all. You can. So you just take care that you are muted all the time. When you want to talk, you unmute yourself and talk, and then again get muted. Okay.
No, I was about to answer. Someone has answered. That's why I was unmuted.
No problem. No problem. I do understand. But I always get this disturbance, and then I'm not able to focus. So anyways, I'll take care, Okay. So my question was that when this cycle of acquiring new body, again having a life up to Ayu karma there, and then again leaving that body and acquiring new body, this will continue till we get liberated. Okay. So the last birth that will take, that body then will not take any birth again, but we will get liberated in that particular life only. Further, this soul, although possesses innumerable space points, that is pradeshas, but by virtue of the quality of contraction and expansion. So this space points always contracts and expands according to the body it acquires. Okay. So if you are acquiring a body of elephant, your space points will expand. And then the next life would be in a small ant. Then your space points will contract. So these space points always are less than the body, always. Okay. And when you get liberated also, the position there in Sit Sila will also be something less than the body that you have lastly occupied. Because you know the logic, there are some gaps in nose and some other parts of body that all gets filled up. And when you get liberated, the size of the soul will always be less than your last occupied body.
So can you repeat that one more time?
So these are space points, you know, there are innumerable space points in the soul. But by the virtue of the quality of contraction and expansion, it remains equal to the extent of the size of the body occupied. Okay. So now it is equal to the extent of the size of the body we have occupied. So now our physical body is also there and the soul is also there. But soul is something that we cannot see through our eyes, you know. So that is very subtle. Okay. But the physical body is all what we can see through our eyes. And the soul remains equal to the extent of the size of the body occupied. However, the specific point is this, that at the time of Samudgat, okay, Samudgat is that process where the soul goes out of its body, soul body, okay, that pradeshas. So pradeshas goes out, some of the pradeshas goes out and perform a particular task and then come back again. So this is called samudghat, emanation of souls space points. So there are, I think, 9 types of samudghat.
Excuse me, Ji, can you explain further Samudgada? I am not able to understand it.
Samudghat is a process where the space points of our soul goes outside of our soul body. Okay. It goes outside, performs a particular task and then come back again inside the space points. Okay. So this is called Samudghat. Why it happens, you know, the one who has to get liberated very soon, the Samudghat happens to them only. Okay. And there are 9 types of Samudghat. And this is basically to adjust the remaining karmas, you know, to adjust the remaining karmas, because this soul has to get liberated. So before getting liberated, he has to settle all the pending karmas. So with this Samudghat, those karmas get settled and then this soul gets liberated. So this is happen in the same birth when you are going to get liberated. And this is a special process. There are 9 types of Samudghat. We will study about this Samudghat in Dravya Sangra just in this semester only. So I am not going in detail, but in Dravya Sangra, when we study, we will study from there, and there are 9 types of Samudghat. It's all, names are all given, and what each Samudghat does, that also is mentioned over there. So let's keep it for there. And if you want to study right now, you can study Dravya Sangra. In one of the footnotes it is given. If I want, I can share the that page. You know, I'll scan it and share it. But let's wait. Okay. So
Thank you, Ji.
So I have one question, sir. So when the body, it comes out of the body, so there is no death. Because if the soul is out, then it's death.
It is not actually death, Soul never dies,
Soul never dies, but the body dies, sir.
Body dies, that we can say from conventional point of view, but actually the body is already a dead body.
No, sir, can I put?
Yeah.
It will extend that completely. It will not go that the soul space points, like as Sir said, elephant means bigger one. So it will extend from the origin to the outside. Lokapurna means whole world, like that. So it will not leave the body.
You are talking of Samudgat or something else?
Samudgat only, sir.
It
will not leave the body. That soul, no, it will stay.
Some of the Samudgat, it also leaves the body and goes out. Like if a monk is having some questions, okay.
That one is Agar Sarir, it will take, sir.
That is Ahara.
That is Agar Sarir. It is not Samudgat.
Then there is something also happening in Samudgat like that.
Yeah, there are, as you said, so many. Vedana also is there, means it will go out and come back. Like that.
Yeah. So let it be there as it is, because we will anyway study in Dravya Sangra. So the explanation given now is that these space points that a soul possesses, it keeps on contracting and expanding depending on the size of body it occupies. Okay. So it is in equal size. However, the specific point is this, that at the time of Samudgat, so this is an exception. At the time of Samudgat, that is emanation of soul's space points, the pradesas of soul emanate even outside the body. See, it is really clearly written. It goes outside the body, and thereafter, on end of emanation period, remains equal in size of the last body left before emanation. So this Samudgat we will study in Dravya Sangra in detail. Let it be here. You just understand that this soul, some of the space points goes out and performs some task, and then again come back and again joins in that body. So this is an exception, but mostly there is an expansion and contractions of the soul space points. Okay. So when it occupies life of an elephant, the space points occupies. So the main part is that the space points remains the same. The number of space points that we are having now, that will remain the same figure in elephant, same figure in ant, and the same figure in Siddha Lay. Even if we get liberated, the number of space points will remain unchanged. Okay. So it never changes. It's always Asankhyat Pradeshi. In Hindi, it is called Asankhyat Pradeshi. In English, it will be uncountable space points.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. Sir, it's just something like, in relation to the previous lecture and earlier what we discussed in this lecture. So one question I want to ask. Sir, we talked about Nav Karma that gives us the body. So, and so we also talked last class that, liberation is not possible in a female's body. Now, so we also talked about like how Maruchi's brothers or siblings got liberated while they were in, not in Manushya, this thing, right?
No. They got liberated in Manushya only. They were in Nigodh. They came from Nigodh to this Manushya Bhav, and here, because of their special efforts, they got omniscient knowledge and they got liberated.
Okay. So if we say that the karmas and the soul and the body, they're all different matter. So and one matter cannot do anything of the other matter,
Right.
then why wouldn't the females get liberated? I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
connect all the
So
three
there is
concepts.
something called ability.
Okay, so can you please expand on that?
Yeah. There is a ability of everything, and that particular thing does not overlap that ability. Okay. So I'll give you one example that a two-sense being, okay, he is also a living being like us. He is also a soul like us, but still he cannot manifest Samyak Darshan. Why?
So he doesn't have a few senses to.
No, he doesn't have mind. Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is not having a man? Because it's ability. Because it's ability.
Of ability. And he got that kind of a two-sense form because of his.
So in that two-sense form, there is something called ability. Even it is five-sense form, there is something called ability. And that ability does not allow him to manifest Samyak Darshan. Similarly, the ability of a female does not allow them to go beyond fifth spiritual stage. That's all. That is because of ability, योग्यता. स्त्री की योग्यता नहीं है मोक्ष प्राप्त करने की. That is the answer.
So it's quite disheartening, actually.
Not disheartening in the sense that why you are considering yourself to be a woman. You are a soul. I am a soul.
So that's the thing we say, soul has
you
no
are
gender.
identifying yourself with the body. The body is different from you. The woman body that you are possessing right now has got no connection with your soul. Okay.
So sir, soul
it is just a part of that karma that you are bound, It is a karma. It is because of karma. Because of karma, we get subhuman state, we get into plant kingdom, one sense being. It's all because of these karmas. So similarly, you got a woman body because of your karma. Okay. I'm getting male body because of my karma. Then there are something called Napunsak Ved, eunuchs, Now they have also got that body because of karma. And the society at large doesn't give respect to them. But they are capable of manifesting Samyak Darshan. They are capable of manifesting up, they can go up to fifth stage,
Okay, sir.
So it is all the parameters that we have set up and we consider it that these and that. But that is all when you look at from the modification point of view. When you look at from the substance point of view, all souls are equal. Nobody is greater than the other soul, The kind of qualities, number of qualities that I have is same as a ant has. It's the same as a Nigodya Jeev has. It is the same as a liberated soul has. Nobody is having one more or one less. Okay. So, so you should look at from the substance point of view and never yourself consider yourself to be a woman. The better thing is you consider yourself to be an Atma, Paramatma. Not only Atma, but you are Paramatma. Complete in yourself. Okay. So there are different interpretations. Now, depends what you want to do. You have a choice. You can consider yourself to be a complete soul, or you can consider yourself to be a man, a woman, whatever, doctor, engineer.
No, sir, just from that perspective, because I was a little confused that, soul has no gender. And then at the same time, we are saying that. So where do we stand?
Something called ability, So
ability.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to consider that also. In fact, the ultimate answer for any of your queries in spiritualism is tat samay ki yogyata. ऐसा क्यों हुआ? Because of tat samay ki yogyata. The momentarily eligibility, okay? The momentary eligibility principal cause. So it is the eligibility of that particular moment. And because of that, things are happening.
Okay.
So when we think on those lines, then there are no further questions. Because हो गया ना, खत्म हो गई ना बात, ये उनकी योग्यता है. मेरा बेटा फर्स्ट क्यों नहीं आ रहा है क्लास में? उसकी नहीं है योग्यता. तो मेरा बेटा कम नहीं हो गया ना. वो तो बेटा ही है पूरा, बट उसकी योग्यता नहीं है तो नहीं आता है. उसको फेल होने की योग्यता, फेल हो जाता है. You know, so yogyata keeps on changing, but it's not the soul that has changed. It's the same soul.
Sir, एक थोड़ा सा sir tricky question है, and sir pardon me, just in the context of today's world, sir transgender को consider करता है Jainism?
Yes, that is what I'm telling. Jainism consider transgender, and they can achieve up to 5th stage also.
So, sir, like, you know, like someone in a female's body, but then they perceive themselves as a male. So, sir, they will be still in the 5th Gunstan.
Maximum that they can achieve is 5th.
Okay.
Okay. Because like at the time of birth, their gender is fixed, no? So if it is a transgender, then also it is 5th. If it's a woman, it is also 5th. If it's a male, then it can go up to 6th and 7th, not beyond 7th, you know.
Thank you, sir. That's all.
Yeah.
Rajeshi, could I please ask the question?
Yes, yes.
You know, when somebody dies, so they've died, and then the body has to be obviously go through its process, whichever process that person follows, whether it's burnt or put in the ground. So who is responsible? The path that is due, if let's say the body is buried or burnt very late, then who gets that path? Is it that soul?
That soul is not responsible. The soul has gone. Now, supposing if it's my family member, okay, then it becomes my responsibility because I am going to take the decision. So, I think in case of my father, so in case of my father, we did it within 2 hours. So after 2 hours, no, there are innumerable living beings taking birth in that body, dead body, you know. So we have this that ideally we should burn that body within 48 minutes. And then if that is not possible, then as early as possible. But nowadays people do that. My son is in USA and my daughter is there, and they wait for 24 hours, sometimes 2 days, you know, something like that. And that fellow or that daughter, whoever it is, they said, no, I want to see a last time the body. And because of that, so many, you know, but that is the responsibility of the people taking care of that body. The soul has gone. His journey, another journey has started already. So now, no bondage from here.
Okay, thank you.
So, like, we should follow the best practices, but then there is always something called adjustments. And as a householder, we are doing all the adjustments every now and then. We have become very habitual, you know. So that's a part and parcel of our life.
Sir, somewhere in the course, are we going to, I think there's one granth, no, where they say what should a householder do? like the conduct of a householder?
Conduct of the householder, we do have.
In our syllabus, we have that, sir?
Yeah, we have Pursat Siddhi Upay. There also there is a conduct of householder. Then we have Chaydala. There also there is a conduct of householder. So basically, when we talk of conduct, there are two broad divisions. One is of a householder and one is of a monk. It's all depends that one who has left the home and the one category which is in home. So even Elak, Chulak, they are all part of householder only, that bracket only. So only the monks, they have a different bracket. Otherwise, it's all coming into the householder. Anything else? Further, the functioning of knowing activity takes place to this jiva through the instrumentality of Dravya Indriya and Man, which are parts of the body. And according to the condition of the body, jiva experiences happiness and sorrow owing to the rise of moha karma. So this is very important. Because of monia karma, this happiness and sorrow rises, So there are other karmas, but those karmas are helpless without monia karma. So along with monia karma, those karmas also become very deadly. But if the monia karma is not there, then those karmas cannot make an impact, And sometimes body functions as per the will of jiva. And sometimes jiva acts as per the condition of the body. So basically, jiva and body, they have a nimit nemitic sambandh. Okay, cause and effect relationship. And when we talk of nimit nemitic sambandh, it means that between two different substances. So one is a soul substance, the other one is a material substance. Body is a material substance and this soul is a soul substance. Okay, so 40, this is 43. So we'll go to 44. Yeah. Sometimes jiva acts in a different way according to its will and body mass of matter particles and body functions in a different way. So sometimes it is in harmony with the body, the soul and the body, and sometimes they both act independently of one another. There is no such rule. Okay. Now, coming on to the nigod, nitya nigod and itar nigod state of jiva. Okay. So we every now and then talks about nigodya jiv because it is one of the smallest, we can say, smallest one-sensed being. Okay. So in one body, there are infinite jiv, infinite living beings in one body. Like if you take a small portion of potato, okay, in that small portion, that small body, there are infinite living beings taking birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. So continuously. So very important. So there are two divisions, Nitya Nigod and Itar Nigod. Again, Nitya Nigod has two divisions. One, that type of soul, which is there in Nigod since time immortal, and it will remain there itself. It will never come out of Nigod. So that is one category. Okay. And that is called Anadi Anant. Okay. And there is another category of Nigod, of Nitya Nigod, and that is they are there since eternal, but they will get released from that state. Okay. So that is called the other part. Okay. So this Nitya Nigodh has two divisions, one which will never come out and the one which is now in Nigodh, but it has a potential and chance of coming out. Two categories. And what is then Itar Nigodh? Itar Nigodh means ones who has come out of Nigodh and again goes back to Nigodh. That is called Itar Nigodh. So these are the broad explanation that I've given you. Now we will read and you will understand that it's all same. Who will read? Priyanka ji, you read.
Originally, since eternity, Jeev is found bonded in Nitya Nigodh, form of body. There, the Jeev occupying Nitya Nigodh, form of body, dies on completion of Ayu Karma and again acquires Nitya Nigodh, form of body only, and then again dies after the expiry of Ayu Karma and again acquires Nitya Nigodh, body form only. In this way, there are infinite times, infinite jivas, which are continuously dying and taking birth from eternity there only. Further, from Nitya Nigodh state, 608 jivs get out in 6 months and 8 samays. They assume other forms of bodies after getting out from there. They continue transmigration in earth, water, fire, air, and single plant life forms of one-sensed beings. In the forms of two-sensed, three-sensed, and four-sensed beings, or in infernal animal. Can we scroll up? Yeah, thanks. Three-sensed and four-sensed beings, or in infernal, animal, human, and celestial forms of five-sensed beings. After undergoing transmigration for a long time, if Jiva again attains the Nigodh form of existence, then it is termed as Itara, non-eternal Nigodh. And after having stayed there for a long time and getting out from there, Jeeves continue transmigration in other forms of existence. There, the maximum period of transmigration in earth, etc., immobile forms of beings, Sthavar Jeeves, is innumerable. Kalpas is innumerable kalpas only. And in mobile forms of 2 to 5 sense beings, Thrust Jeeves, it is somewhat more than 2000 sagars. In Itara Nigodh, it is 2.5 Pudgal Parvartanas, wandering in matter cycle of time, which is infinite period. Some Jeeves, after getting out from Itara Nigodh and getting Sthavar or immobile form of existence again, go back to Nigodh. Thus, in one sense forms of existence, the maximum period of transmigration is innumerable. Pudgal Parvartanas only, and the minimum period is of one Antar Muhurat in all states of existence.
See the footnote.
The subtle Nigodh is the subtle one-sensed undeveloped form of Jeev, where birth, death occurs 18 times in one respiration period. Wow.
So in one respiratory period, it takes birth 18 times and dies also 18 times. And they have a very long time, their minimum, I think it is written here technically that it's Antar Murat, means 48 minutes. But I know its minimum is 10,000 years. Once you go to Nigodh, you don't come out before 10,000 years. And this is minimum. Maximum will be innumerable Pudgal Paravartans. Now, these Paravartans are a very long period of time, So now you see how lucky we have been that we have come out from Nigodh and now we are into human life and we are on the cusp of getting liberated. Considering the time from eternal, if you consider the time from eternal that we have been wandering, now another 2-4 births doesn't count much, It's all very close. You are very close to liberation, and that's why you are having access to this kind of knowledge. You are taking interest, you are understanding it, and in a very short period, you are going to get liberated. That's the story. Okay. So you always feel happy about this, that you are in fact the luckiest of all. Okay. So now we'll go to this page. Yeah.
So continue.
Yeah.
In this way, the maximum embodied forms occupied by this Jeev are of one sense beings only, and acquiring other higher forms of existence is just like Kaktalia Nyai, a flying crow catching falling down fruit by chance. Thus, this Jeev is having the disease of karmic bondage from beginningless time. Thus ends the diagnosis of karmic bondage.
So you see this Kaktalik Nyai. Kaktalik Nyai means coincidence, I'll tell you. Okay. So, not exactly coincidence. It's such a, it's a coincidence itself when a crow is flying and there is a fruit that is falling from a tree and that falls into the mouth of the crow. Now, what is the probability of happening this event? Very rare, you know. So in the same way, the maximum time that we have, that we occupy, is in one sense being only. Okay. And acquiring other higher forms, means 2 sensed, 3 sensed, is it's a very rarest of rare things, you know, just like Kaktalik Nyai. Now, what is the probability of a crow flying and a fruit falling from the tree and falling on the mouth of that crow? Can you imagine? So it's just a kind of coincidence, you know, that has happened, and because of that, so getting coming out of Nigod or coming out of one sense being is like that only. Now, in this one sense being, we have seen that here there are 5 kinds of one sense being. Okay, this was okay. It is called Sthavar. So from 2 sense and above is called Tras Jeev. And before that it is Sthavar. So Sthavar has 5 kinds, you know. It's somewhere come here. Yeah. So they continue transmigration in earth, one sensed being, water, Prithvi, Pani, Prithvi, Jal, fire is Agni, air is Vayu, and single plant life forms. Okay. Single plant life forms means Vanaspati. Okay. So Nigodia is called Sadharan Vanaspati. Vanaspatis are of 2 types. Sadharan Vanaspati, Nigodia means Sadharan Vanaspati. And that means that there are infinite lives, infinite living beings living in a single body. Body is one, but living beings are infinite. And then there is a Pratyak Vanaspati. 2 divisions of Vanaspati. One is Sadharan Vanaspati, common, and the other is Pratyak. Pratyak means one life in one object. Like, consider, you know, we have this, what we call this, लौकी को क्या बोलते हैं? Bottle gourd.
Yes, sir, bottle gourd.
Bottle gourd, right. So in bottle gourd, there is only one Jeev. One Jeev in one body. Okay. But in a potato, there are infinite Jeev in one part of a potato. So now you know the difference. That's why we do have this kind of vegetables and not that kind of vegetables. Okay. So Earth,
Sorry, sir.
Prithvi Kai, Jal Kai, Agni Kai, Vayu Kai, and Vanaspati Kai. Vanaspati Kai is single plant life forms of one sense being. Ask.
Yeah, sorry, sir. So, eggplant is an example of that, more than one jeev.
Which one?
Eggplant, brinjal.
Brinjal is like that only. That's why we do avoid.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Avoid means it is in a box category. We are not supposed to eat that. Brinjal.
Oh, okay, sir.
So there are certain like things we are not aware, but actually.
Sir, one small, whether guava fruit is also abhaksha? Do you know?
Guava is what?
Fruit. Is it abhaksha fruit?
Now, which fruit you are talking about?
Amrud.
Amrud, I don't know the English, Hindi name. Guava, sir.
No, Peru.
Peru, that is Hindi.
Peru.
That seeds will be their green color fruit, sir.
Yeah, it is consumable.
It is not abhaksha, no?
No.
Oh, we can eat, because it also got a lot of seeds. I got down. I didn't.
Yeah, it is one of the most oxidized fruits of all, and we do consume something because it has got a value as a medicinal kind of thing.
Yes, medicinal values there.
Yes.
So we can eat, no?
Yes. And then there are some abaksh which we never eat. So these is some areas that it's all depends on the individual. Now somebody may have consume it and some may not consume it. Depends on his own stages, own understanding, and own power of renunciation.
Yes. That is really.
Earth, water, fire, air, and single plant. So these are the 5 one-sensed beings. Then we have 2-sensed, 3-sensed, 4-sensed beings, or in infernal means hellish being. Then we have animal, which is called subhuman state. Then we have called human life, and then we have celestial form, Devlok. These are the 5-sensed beings. Okay. So again, in 5-sensed being, there are some animals like, toad, frog. Frog is a 5-sensed being, but some frogs have mind and some frogs doesn't have mind. So those who are having mind, they can still manifest samyak darshan. And those who don't have mind, they have no chance of attaining samyak darshan. So after undergoing transmigration for a long time, if Jiva again attains the Nigod, the form of existence, then it is termed as Itar Nigod. So now you know both Nitya Nigod, Itar Nigod. Nitya Nigod are of 2 types. One is that will never come out. It is there since eternal, it will never come out. The other category is it is there since time eternal, but it is going to come out. So 2 types of Nitya Nigod, and then there is Itar Nigod, one that again go back to Nigod after transmigration is called Itar Nigod.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes.
When you say this in Nigod, there is one type of soul that never comes out.
Yes.
Why? I thought every soul can attain moksha at some point. So
there are
out?
some jivas called bhavya and some are abhavya.
Okay.
Abhavya means what? Abhavya means they don't have the ability to get liberated. They will never get liberated. Even some humans are abhavya,
Okay.
So it is all depending on the ability, the ability of that particular individual soul. Okay. So the
Okay, thank you.
science, this is all given in Gomat Sar, Jeev Kand. It's a kind of science only, you know, science, book of science. And there everything is given. And after having stayed there for a long time and getting out from there means from Nigodh, Jivas continue transmigration in other forms of existence. That means 2 sense, 3 sense, 4 sense, 5 sense, then Sangi Panchendriya, that is 5 sensed with mind. There the maximum period of transmigration in earth, etc., immobile forms of beings, Thawar Jeeves, you know, 1 sensed, is innumerable kalpas only. Innumerable, no numbers. Very long period. Maximum period is a very long period. And in mobile forms of 2 to 5 sensed being, plus jivas, it is somewhat more than 2000 sagars. Okay. So from 2 to 5, including with mind, it is only 2000 sagars. Now this sagar is also a very long period. In Ether Nigodh, it is 2.5 Pudgal Paravartans. So once you again go back to Nigodh, then you don't come out till half Pudgal Paravartans, wandering in matter cycle of time, which is infinite period. Again, it is an infinite period. Some jivas, after getting out from Ether Nigodh and getting Sthavar, okay, immobile form of existence again, go back to Nigodh again. So there are some souls who will just never come out of Nigodh. We just imagine that we are so fortunate that we are into this path of liberation and we are going to get liberated. But this mundane existence will remain like that. People will remain like that. People will behave like that. People will think like that. They will do conduct like that. So ये संसार चलता रहेगा, you know. But every 6 months and 8 moment, 608 jeeves get liberated, and 608 jeeves comes out of Nigodh. Okay. Thus, in one sense, forms of existence, the maximum period of transmigration is innumerable Pudgal Paravartans only, and the minimum period is one Antarmurat. 1 Antarmurat means below 48 minutes in all states of existence. Now, yeah. In this way, the maximum embodied forms occupied by these jeev are of 1 sense being. So maximum time of hour goes into 1 sense, and then acquiring other forms of existence like 2 to 5 with mind, you know, is just a very rare kind of coincidence, Kaktalik Nyay. Thus, this jeev is having the disease of karmic bondage from beginningless time, from eternal. Thus ends the diagnosis of karmic bondage. Okay. So this is what the jivas have suffered because of this karmic bondage. Now coming to the next topic, states of jeev caused due to the disease of karmic bondage. Okay. So now we will see all the 8 karmas, you know, what is the impact of this kind of karmic bondage, and when for each karma, okay, what is the disease of each karma, that we will study in details from tomorrow. States of jeev caused due to the disease of courage. So there we will study about Mati Gyan, then Jnanavaran, then Darshanavaran, and all karmas line by line. All the 8 karmas. So from here, functioning of knowledge and perception. Okay. So here it will start from here. functioning of knowledge and perception. Before that, there is all about the consciousness, okay, Gyan and Darshan. So it is all about Mati Gyan. Then of course we have Srut Gyan, Avdi Gyan, Manaparya Gyan and Keval Gyan. So we'll talk about Gyan and then we will talk about the impact the life has because of these 8 karmas. Okay, we'll start from tomorrow. Any questions for today? Okay, so fine. So for payment of overseas students, so we have Darshit ji and then we have Priyanka ji and Nidhi ji. I think three students are overseas students. So you can do that way. I'll transfer the money. So Priyanka ji, you have already paid, right?
Yes, sir, I've already paid.
And only Darshit ji is left. So I will pay for you. But then Jayshree ji is not there today. So I think she was supposed to pay, no? Rajeshri ji, I think, not Jayshree ji. Rajeshri, no?
I think Rajeshri ji has paid.
Paid,
I
no?
think she's already paid.
Nidhi Jain, sir.
So only Nidhi Jain is left. So I'll talk to her. Okay. Meet tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay. नीच निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है उसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना सत बार है।